Hey, how's it going, everybody? I hope everyone enjoyed the Super Bowl yesterday. It was kind of weird not playing in it. I think Seahawks fans have been a little spoiled the last 2 years being in going back to back, and it was just kind of weird not being in it this year. But I mean, it was still a good game. It was fun to see Peyton Manning ride out on top. I know he says he's unsure if he's going to retire, but I think we all know he's going to. But during the Super Bowl, Marshawn Lynch announced his retirement in only a way Marshawn Lynch would, showing his cleats hanging up and on a telephone wire, and then the emoji peace symbol on Twitter. So he retired without even saying a single word, and a single word to the media at that, which, like I said, that's just such a Marshawn Lynch thing to do. And I just want to talk a little bit about everything he's done for us Seahawks fans, the Seahawks organization, and, the community and everything. I remember when we first got him in 2010 being really excited because I think it was Julius Jones we had right before we traded him to the Saints. So, I mean, our running back was Julius Jones, so no one really special and stuff like that. We had Justin Forsett and things, and I believe we still have Maurice Morris. But, we got Marshawn Lynch. I remember being so excited about that. And kind of through the season, he was always average like a little under 4 yards a game. He wasn't like quite the beast he became later on with the Seahawks, but I mean he did good. And then the playoff game against the Saints when he just that 67-yard run, I think that's how long it was, the beast quake run that just shook the entire stadium. That we Seahawks fans made a little bit of an earthquake. I remember going to that game, the wild card game against the Saints. And I remember just everyone there, and every Seahawks fan was pretty much just kind of like, oh, we're just kind of here to have fun. I think we all know we're going to lose. I mean, these are the Saints are the defending Super Bowl champions. We're just here to have fun type thing. And I remember we got down to I think we were down 14-0 or something like that. And then we started coming back, and then I remember we had the lead at halftime that game. And as the game keeps progressing, I think it was I forget exactly what the score was. It was 34 to something, and then we hand the ball off to Marshawn Lynch. And I just remember sitting up in the nosebleed section, and I thought he was tackled. It looked like a 2-yard gain, and then he was tackled, and I was like, okay, well at least the clock's still ticking, And then he just kept going, and as he kept going to the final, when he just dove into the little back thing into the end zone and grabbed his crotch like Marshawn does. I just remember sitting in the stands thinking to myself, did this really happen? And I'm looking at the scoreboard thinking, are we really we're a 7-9 team? Are we really about to defeat the Super Bowl defending champions, New Orleans Saints? It was unbelievable. And you flash forward to 2011, the season right after. We got rid of Matt Hasselbeck. We had Tavares Jackson at quarterback. And really, that's when I think Marshawn Lynch really came into his own. The first half of the season, the whole Seahawks offense, including Lynch, was kind of mediocre, to say the best or whatever, the least. But after, I think it was after that Cowboys game, it was midway through the season, we had a 2-6 record. Marshawn Lynch just carried the offense the rest of the year. I will never forget that. He was the best running back in the league after the halfway point of the 2011 season, and he carried that momentum throughout the rest of his career until he got injured, this past season in Seattle. I'll never forget that. I know a lot of people always talk about how great this, Russell Wilson is and how great the Seahawks defense is, and it's true. Russell Wilson's great, the Seahawks defense is great, and a lot of people do talk about Marshawn Lynch, but I also don't think Marshawn Lynch gets enough credit sometimes, because really the offense goes through Marshawn Lynch. I know this past season it kind of changed because when he got injured, we kind of had to change, and then Thomas Rawls got injured, so we kind of had to become more of a passing team. But I mean, I don't think we would have. I mean, I think if we never got Lynch, if we never traded for Lynch, I'm not sure if we would have won a Super Bowl or even gone to a Super Bowl as early as we did. I'm not sure if Russell Wilson would have been able to have as good of a rookie year as he did, because he was able to rely on Marshawn Lynch and stuff like that. And just Marshawn Lynch, just everything he's done for the Seahawks is just, and us fans in the community, he's always giving back. I know a lot of people that live in other cities that only kind of see Marshawn on the media. I know the media kind of makes him out to be a villain and stuff, and hey, the media does that. The media always has to create a villain. They do it not just sports, but in entertainment. They do it everywhere. Politics. The media always has to create a villain. And Marshawn Lynch has always, if you don't really see what he does with the community, or you don't really live around this area or really follow him, his career, or him on Twitter and stuff, you won't really see all the nice things he does. I know he really is a classy player. I know a lot of people just see, oh, he holds his crotch when he gets a touchdown, blah, blah, blah. But the dude really, really is a beast. Over 2,000 carries in his career, over 9,000 rushing yards, 81 total touchdowns with his rushing touchdowns and receiving touchdowns combined. And there's only one Marshawn Lynch. He really is a player that it's a one in a lifetime thing. I'm not saying he's the best running back of all time, but he's also a running back that I just don't think I mean, there have been obviously running backs that like play with the same style as he plays at, but there's only one Marshawn Lynch at the end of the day. He had an absolutely unbelievable career. A lot of people are saying, oh, he didn't really put up Hall of Fame numbers. I mean, he's probably not going to get in the Hall of Fame first ballot, but he'll get it eventually. And I don't really think Marshawn really cares, to be honest with you, about getting in the Hall of Fame. And I don't think anyone should really be worried about whether he gets in the Hall of Fame or not. He was a great player, and whether or not he gets in the Hall of Fame, we don't need that to justify how great Marshawn Lynch was. Marshawn Lynch, like I said, I don't think if we never traded for him, I don't think we would have a Super Bowl win like we have now. Who knows how things would have shook up? I mean, you change one thing that happens, it's the butterfly effect. You change one little thing, everything can be different and stuff. But Marshawn Lynch, it was really, really fun being able to watch him. A lot of people are saying, oh, maybe he's just, because a lot of people are saying, oh, he hasn't really officially announced his retirement. I mean, Russell Wilson, Bruce Irvin, Doug Baldwin, Richard Sherman, and some other Seahawks players on Twitter have come out and pretty much been talking about how great it was to play for him. And I'm sure they're more in the loop than any of us or the media is, especially the media and stuff. So, I mean, I think if they're all kind of saying, congratulations, Beast Mode, it was fun sharing the field with you, I think when they're all saying that, I think it really is. I think he really is done. And, what a way to go out. I mean, he's not even 30. He's 29 years old, I believe. And there was some article that came out that said he has like $49 million saved up from the NFL to do. And, I mean, he's going to get a crap ton of endorsements. Skittles still loves him. He just opened his new Beast Mode shop in Oakland. He's still going to be doing commercials, I'm sure. It's the dude is set. He really is. And he won a Super Bowl, almost won two. I think Marshawn Lynch is very happy with what he's done in his career. And I'm very happy that the Seahawks were able to get him because it was really, really fun. There was just countless runs that Marshawn Lynch pulled off that I cannot believe. But that one 67-yard run in the playoffs against the New Orleans Saints, that was that's something I will never forget. Like I went to the playoff game when the Seahawks beat the 49ers to go to the Super Bowl for their second time. And even that game, like while it was so cool and how Richard Sherman tipped the pass to Crabtree and everything, just I don't think any playoff game, even the Packers one, I just don't. The way and how we beat the Saints and Marshawn Lynch's electrifying run in 2011, January of 2011, that was just. There's nothing else like it. I could not believe, he broke so many tackles, and everyone thought we were going to lose that game, including me and including like probably 80% of other Seahawk fans thought we were all going to lose that game, and it was just amazing. I will never. That's the one play that will always stand out to me with Marshawn Lynch. There's, like I said, there's countless other things that stand out when it comes to Marshawn Lynch. He's obviously had a lot more beast mode runs than that, but that one in particular, it was absolutely great. And I just, it's really gonna be hard not to. Even this past season, it was kind of hard watching the Seahawks games without Marshawn Lynch playing. And now that it's kind of official that he's done with the NFL, it's kind of weird. It really is. But I just, Beast Mode, thank you for everything you've done for this team, the us fans, and the community. I really do believe that if we didn't get you on this team, we probably would not be having a Super Bowl right now. I don't think we would have one at all. I'm not even sure if we'd be anywhere close to having one. So from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to thank you. I know a lot of other Seahawks fans love you, and I wish you the best with the rest of your life and whatever else you do.
Crowd silent now, as opposed to when the Saints have the ball. Oh, look at this run! What a run! Marshawn Lynch still on his feet. Has blockers now. He's dancing his way for the touchdown. What a run, 67 yards by Marshawn Lynch.